Hi there, it's Jackie here from Stampingjack.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I want to show you how to make this shirt and tie card. Perfect for those corporate men in our lives. But I think you could probably also alter this to put in like a nice pattern shirt or whatever to kind of reflect that person's normal style. So let's get started. You'll find all of the details of all of the dimensions and supplies and measurements and everything in the link in the description of this video. I'll have it all on my blog. So we're going to start with a Night of Navy piece of cardstock, which is measuring 10.5 by 29. So it's cut, a piece of A4 cut in half the long way. Okay, just going to fold and score that in half. Okay, and then we have a piece of Night of Navy, which is 14.5 by 10.5, and a piece of white cardstock, which is 10 by 14. We also have some scraps of white, and I've got here a scrap of our new Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. I think this will make a great tie. Although, you know, man in your life might like, this might be more his style. So you can adjust it as you want to. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to make the tie here. Okay, I'm going to do that using our tag builder punch. So what you want to do, let's clear some of these out of the way, is you just want to punch 2 tags from your chosen patterned paper. Okay, bring in our glue dots, and what you want to do is very, very easy. Just take a glue dot and you're just going to fold one of these in half. Now don't crease it along this line, just bend it so those 2 pieces come together, so you've got that kind of effect, because you want it to look like the knot of the tie, so you want it to be proud. Okay, and then what you want to do is take another glue dot and pop that on here, and then just I'm actually going to do it on the other side. Hang on. Take this off, and the reason I'm doing that is because I've got this bit sticking on this side, so I'm going to pop that there, and then I'm just going to line the 2 pieces up like so that you've got your tie. Okay, so we can set that aside for a moment. So the next thing is to create the shirt. All right, and for that we're going to need our trimmer. So what we want to do is take our piece of white cardstock, and we want to trim on the 2 centimeter mark here. Okay, we're going to line that up here, which is the 12 centimeter mark on this side. And what we want to do is we want to cut down on this side 3.5 centimeters. So you can see we've got the pointer here, so we're just going to cut down to 3.5 centimeters. Okay, and we're going to lift our piece up and come down, and we're going to cut in 3.5 centimeters this side. So we're going to go from 10 to 9, 8, 7, 6.5. Okay, like so. Alright, and that should give us our collar for our shirt. Alright, put that to one side. So now we're going to bring back in our tie, and on the back I'm going to put a dimensional on the back here. Okay, and I'm going to bring my glue dots again. I'm going to put a glue dot just on the inside of each of these top corners here. Okay, so they're the top of our collar, like so. All right, and then what I'm going to do is we're just going to gently place our tie down, and then just pull our collar in. Okay, can you see that? And we're just going to line it up at the tie like so. Don't press too hard, so that it gives you some time to adjust if necessary. So I can see I need to move that up a little bit like so, because I don't want my tie sticking out the top of my collar. Okay, now you can use wet glue for this if you like, but I just find glue dots give you flexibility, but they're just a little bit easier to deal with. And then we've got our dimensional here just to hold that up a little bit. Okay, so now that's our shirt and tie done. That looks smart. We can put that away now. We're going to make our jacket. So we're going to take our piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and I'm going to get my ruler, which is here, and my pencil, which is here. So our piece of cardstock is 14.5 centimeters wide, and what we want to do is we want to draw a line. I want to mark the it's 10.5 centimeters wide, so we want to mark it at the 5.5 centimeter line. And the reason I don't want to cut it exactly in half is because I want to get one side overlapping the other, so it does look like a suit jacket rather than just two pieces of cardstock meeting in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to mark it there, and then we're going to mark it at the top, 5.5, and then we're just going to draw a light pencil line between the two marks. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up 7 centimeters, or measure 7 centimeters down from the top. Okay, on both sides. And then I'm just going to mark where that crosses my line here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from the corner here down to this mark, and this gives us the lapel, the cutaway of the jacket. Okay, like so. And like so. Okay, and now I'm going to just erase these marks. Okay, because I don't want my pencil lines to be visible. Alright, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along these two diagonal lines, okay? Just like so. Okay, and then I shouldn't have rubbed out this line actually, because what I want to do is I actually want to cut straight down from that. So I'm just going to put my line back in. That was a bit of a boo-boo on my part, but never mind. There we go. Okay, so you can see that we've got two pieces and they're slightly different sizes. Can you see that? So what it means is that I can just lay one over the other slightly to get that suit effect, so to speak. Okay, now I'm just going to rub that pencil mark out along here and along here. Okay, and as I say, all of the dimensions for this will be in the link below on my blog for you, so you can go and refer to them there. So let's bring back in our shirt. What I want to do is to just get the gunk off the top of my glue first of all. Okay, so I just want to run some liquid glue along each side. Don't go too close to the top here because it might ooze out. Okay, and the reason I'm using liquid glue is because I want to be able to wiggle this around a bit and just arrange the suit the way I want it. Okay, and the navy pieces are deliberately larger, quite a bit longer than this one, so that I've got a bit of room to kind of arrange it exactly where I want it rather than it being measured precisely, because personally I don't do precise measurements very well. It doesn't always work out for me, so I like to give myself a bit of leeway. Okay, so there we go, that's worked out quite nicely. And to overlap them a bit more, like so. Okay, and then when you're happy with it, just press it down. Okay, now while we wait for that to dry, I'm just going to stamp my sentiment. So the sentiment for this is from the Perennial Birthday set, and you can see this is quite floral, quite feminine, but these sentiments actually work quite well on men's cards as well, so that's what I'm going to use. So we've got Night of Navy. I'm just going to stamp it onto this little scrap that I have here. Let's see, let me hit in. There we go, and then I'm going to take my banner punch and just snip the end. I want it a bit more. line it up. My finger's a bit sticky, so it doesn't want to move. There we go, that'll do. All right, close that up, and now our glue should be a bit dry, so I'm going to take this back and flip it over, and then just trim off these corners here, okay? You don't need them. Like so. All right, and then we get our glue dots again, which are, where have they gone? There we are. And now we've got these are just 2 silver buttons that I had in my stash. Again, you could use whatever you've got or whatever reflects the style of the person you're making this for. Okay. So this could even be a congratulations on a promotion or a new job kind of card. Because, you know, men's cards are always can always be a bit tricky, can't they? Go. We've got our 2 buttons, and then we'll take our dimensionals on the back of our happy birthday. Ooh, pop those there, and we're just going to place that along the bottom, like so. Okay, and then we bring back in our card base, and all we want to do is just glue all around the edge here. So you can see where I've got navy sticking out over the back of the front of the white, I should say, and I don't care about that, but by having that extra margin, it's just made it a lot easier for me when I'm actually assembling the card. Okay, and then we're just going to line that up. Try and line it up reasonably close to the bottom so that your colour is sticking out a little bit, but not so much that it won't go into the envelope. Okay, and there we have it, a really smart men's suit card. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, click the link to my blog below for all the dimensions and supplies, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get notified whenever I upload more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Bye.